All right, y'all, welcome back to the Retro Bowl Alliance Premier League. This is the Marching Ents. We are in Season 13. For those of you that might be new to the Marching Ents, I have been a part of the RBA since its founding, was able to make the original 32, and have really enjoyed watching what happened, this community really growing and flourishing. Big names, big contributors, making this league what it is. A great council. Really awesome to be a part of this. And here we are in our 13th season. I'm going to get started here because we're very close to the deadline, the 9 o'clock deadline for our 1 through 3. This weekend was unable to get to things quickly. So if you happen to see, we have a significant roster shift. In order to stay under the cap, we had to drop a running back and our defensive lineman. I wanted the defensive lineman spaces to be filled more than defensive back, but these guys are such studs, it was hard for me to move them. So the game plan for right now is we're going to look at this free agent defensive lineman Arnold for $21 million. We're going to see how the turnovers take place in the early part of the season. If I see the defensive backs are not the answer, at the painstaking decision of maybe moving one of these defensive backs to make room, I might have to do that for the sake of the team's progress. So without further ado, my game plan. Oh, and we've got 2 new coordinators, each of which have Talent Spotter. So that's pretty awesome. We'll see how that plays out. Talent Spotter, of course, is instant potential increase for any offensive players. So let's get to playing some games here. SPQR, Season 13. Let's go. Going to do my very, very best this year. Part of the Chargers. Shout out Twilight. See what we can do. I am eager to take on this E-League, so I'm going to do my best on my end. We might have a Tom Bombadil touchdown on the first play if they do this right. Watch linebackers. Everybody stayed back. No need to jump, Tom. You foolish man. He didn't need to jump. All right, good catch. Way to get started. I like it. A 34-yarder off the rip. Oaken Shield. Come on, buddy. His first catch of the year is a stunner. Just breaking through tackles like he does. Like he does. Oak, as he has in so many seasons, starting us off with a firecracker touchdown reception and run. Gotta love that man. Got to love that man. Okay. Legolas just made an interception. Noted. Noted. Watch the linebackers. Tom Bomb might go. Didn't like the fact that middle linebacker was coming. I'm telling you guys, I've seen some players out there. Who was it that was just showing today? Roadrunners. Who had the quarterback with no interceptions? Goes to show that not only is it possible, the elite are doing it. So guess who's going to be making a lot smarter throws this season? Faramir. At my thumb. My right thumb. So that's a heck of a start. All right, let's see if we can stop the run. See, the reason my theory for having great defensive backs is the update had stated, there you go, short of the first. The update had stated here a couple of seasons back that they were going to be passing, the defense would be passing the ball when behind, that they would be throwing the ball more frequently. That's why I went with a 3 defensive back set and wasn't so heavy. But what I was hearing lately was that the D line is where the turnovers are. So this is a little bit of a trial here. Again, for anybody that's new to watching my videos, I'm going to do my best to do what I did early in seasons 4, 5, and 6 when I first started recording. RBA seasons 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to try to do some breakdowns of the defense. So in this case, I don't see a reason to go deep. It's going to be a quick back shoulder throw, probably to Tom Bombadil here, because you've got cover two. Those two defensive backs and safety are going to stay back there and prevent Tom Bomb from getting by. So we're just going to look down here, throw toward the sideline, come back up, and then get out of bounds. So that's my MO right now. Now I've got 1 second left, so time management is huge. If you get out of bounds, you can save 4 seconds per play. Do that 10 times and you just save 40 seconds. Oaken Shield is going to be coming across the middle. Again, the Tom Bombadil down there is not likely to get by. With 1 second left, I want to stay in bounds on this play. And the reason for that is I want to use as much clock as I can to get as many yards as I can with no worry of the clock continuing to run. Oh, yeah. Oak has come to play. Oh, yes. Freaking yes, Oak. You beast. There's a reason we resigned year after year. Oh, I just totally love that. Like, he heard me saying, hey, we need to optimize this last 1 second. Oh, what a joy. I mean, the Hall of Famer just builds his resume game after game, catch after catch, season after season. I mean, oh, that's fun. That is just fun. Okay, they kept it on the ground and advanced it. We don't have a defensive line, so let's keep. And they're running the ball again, but Beam makes a tackle. So we're holding them to field goals. SPQR should be a team that we can hold fairly easily, would be my hope. All right, Oaken Shield, getting older. We're in the second quarter. I'm going to watch the linebackers here. When you've got the defensive backs that deep playing soft coverage, if you can get time from your O-line and there aren't middle linebacker or any linebackers blitzing, you can usually get off a bomb to that if you have a quarterback with a strong enough arm. So we're going to try that. That's our definite first go, is to Oaken Shield if the linebackers do not blitz. And even if they do, I might chance it. We got a middle linebacker. I'm going to take a chance here. I let it go late, and he ran under it. Let's see if he's got a little bit more magic in those feet. Oh, he didn't. Tried to swipe down below that tackle. What a great catch and run, though. Same thing here. Just try to get up above and get out of bounds. 12-yard catch. I'm hoping to get the ball back here. I was talking clock management earlier. Because I got down the field so quickly, my defense is solid, and this is a weak offense. What I would do if I was playing a 5-star offense right now, or even 4 or possibly 3-star offense, I would run the ball 3 consecutive times before throwing a touchdown in hopes that I would get down closer to 30 seconds so that they wouldn't score. However, I'm going to chance it here and hope for a touchdown on this play and get the ball back. Oaken Shield with a huge diving catch. Love it. So with 50 seconds left, I could regret it and maybe they score. But like I said, I've been holding them very well. Field goals at worst. And if I can get some sort of a turnover right here, most likely scenario, game over or halftime over. Oh, Beam makes an interception, but we ran out of clock. Shoot. Let's throw the ball incomplete. So there you go. Defensive backs are making their mark there. So far, I'm not missing the defensive line, but I'm also not playing a very strong team at this point. So here we go, playing wisely, trying to get that 10 or so yards. Tom Bombadil is my likely target here, especially with the blitz coming. See if I can throw him open. No, I'm not going to. I'll just throw to his route. I don't love that. See the clock running off, 4 seconds run off. Same here. I'm going to throw to Tom Bomb. He's got the wide side of the field up there, and I'm hoping I can get up and around this guy like this. Again, I have intentions of playing lights out this year. Oh, I thought I was going to get out of bounds there. I have intentions of playing lights out this year. If we don't make it to the playoffs or don't succeed in that regard, it won't be because I made a bunch of dumb decisions. That's how I want to play this season. I had put on the General E-League chat, who wants me? I'm motivated. I am motivated. sacks the quarterback. How about this? This defense is really, I'm satisfied with what I've done. Man, I was hoping that he would give Oaken Shield a go route there. I might be able to throw Tom Bomb open if he blows by this. Nope. And I don't love what I just did. Like, I fell to the temptation of following the route. If I would have thrown that to the bottom side before the break that Tom Bomb was making, I could have gotten out of bounds and we'd be at 26 seconds. I know it doesn't seem like much, but again, you do that 10 times, it's 40 seconds. You do it 15 times in a game, it's an entire minute. It's an entire minute. Oak is just balling out here. You can see he's lost a step. Like, that's apparent to me. I'm going to go try to get out of bounds here and do it with 1 second or so. Oh, 3 seconds. I was concentrating on doing what I was doing more. So now I've got 3 seconds. I'd like to use Oaken Shield's route to score a touchdown here and use up all that time. But the tackle was made. If I'd have gotten above him, I could have done one more swipe up and a dive at the 2-yard line. But oh well, here we are. We're in the red zone. We've got really good routes here. Oak should be no problem. Touchdown at the pylon. He made that a little interesting. I did. Faramir, as I released that, I threw it a little closer to the out of bounds line, so the dive got him in. So yeah, kind of a tutorial if anybody is new to this. If you have questions, you haven't watched many of my videos. A fumble. Who caused it? Okay. Again, if you're new to these videos and you're interested in strategy or anything like that, and you have any comments or questions, please put those down at the bottom. I'll address them as best I can. But here we are with a decision to make. Defense has been playing great. 50 seconds was not enough to get the ball back, even with a turnover last time. So unless I break away, I'm probably going to eat clock on this and let myself go in at 56-6, a 50-point differential. Not amazing, but a really solid start. So we're going to stay in bounds on all these plays and see if we can get it down to that 30-ish second spot. Now watch this. This is what I can do on a 2nd and inches. I can run it and dive short on purpose. I'm not going to have a fumble. You know, I'm taking that fumble opportunity away by diving, and took additional clock, and now we're at 3rd and inches. We had that luxury here. So diving to stay in bounds, letting the clock run out. This guarantees or close to guarantees me they won't score, and I can have a great point differential. I'm managing what they do because I have the ball. So I just want to keep their offense off the field at this point. Glorious? No. Stat builder? No. Winning attitude? Yes. Shout out, congrats, Aloof. Proud of you, Dad. Proud of you. Excited for you. Greatest blessing in life. I've got 2 daughters. I believe, Aloof, if I am understanding correctly, you are in the same boat. Truly one of the greatest treasures on earth. Truly. So congrats, man. So there you go. They're not going to score in 16 seconds. Clock management. Can't say that I made very many errors in that game. When I watch the film, I might see some things I could have done differently, but that's a clinic on time, clock management, and safe passes. It's not glorious. You have a guy like Oaken Shield that breaks ridiculous tackles, and that makes it fun in an otherwise somewhat boring game. So really happy with that. A 50-point start. Awesome. But again, look, they're a one-star offense. So we will see as we see some. We're going to raise the team morale as we see some better offenses. What this defense can do. But we ended up having 2 turnovers that game, an interception and a fumble. That's enormous, and a sack or 2. We're going to praise the team here. You'll see Bark has a squinty-eyed smile already, so we're going to praise the team and bring everybody's morale up. Oaken Shield with 5 touchdowns to start the season. Faramir, look at the guy. We're going to see if we can keep that interception and sack ratio way down by playing very smart football this year, all season long. I'm going to try my best not to steer from that mentality as we go. We're going to play all 3 of these games, so let's just get right into it. I say that, and then I want to go look real quick. I don't believe that free agents change. No, Arnold is still there. Okay. I don't believe they change, if at all, until, they're gone at the end of the season. Maybe they switch halfway. If somebody knows that, I'm not familiar positively when that does or doesn't change, or how often it might change. So here we go. We're going to play up against the Sockeyes. Again, a better defense, but a cupcake offense. So let's see how this no defensive line defense of the Marching Ants plays. You can see our newly brown end zone color back there. All right, does Tom Baum have a chance again? Last time he jumped when he didn't need to. We're going to try it. Linebackers are staying, so that gives me all kinds of time. He shouldn't have to jump there. Can he do it? Can he take it to the house? Look at him gaining on him fast. He's going to have to make a miss. I was swiping. 55 yards. That's a great start. Now Oak's got the wide open route here, so that's an easy touchdown. We're only 34 seconds in, and we're already on the board. Gotta love it. Got to love it. They threw the ball. Throwing it again, incomplete. Long field goal, got it. And that's a 1-star offense, so I'd like to see more 3-and-outs. And maybe I'll see fewer of those because I don't have my D-line stopping that on the front end. We'll keep an eye on that. So here, I'm on the top side of the field. So the wide side of the field would be Tom Baum on the bottom of the screen. So I'm likely to throw back shoulder to him unless I see either one of the receivers getting a step on that defensive back and giving me a chance with the deep ball. I don't expect it, but that's what I'm watching before I start the game. But my eyes to start with are going to be on the linebackers. So one of them's coming. Nobody got by. I'm just going to throw it up here, kind of safe, get out of bounds with a 10+. I don't think Oaken Shield was getting by up there, but I kind of lost sight of him as I started looking because Tom Baum was my number one. Same thing here. Oaken Shield's my wide side of the field. I'm going to throw it to him right at about the 50-yard line, back shoulder to the sideline. Get down below, get up above. And if I have the luxury like I did there of letting him tackle me out of bounds, I'm going to try to stay there without going out of bounds. The reason for that is if he dives at me and misses, Oak had a lot of room to continue running, if he could have hurdled that tackle. So if you get that throw far enough away from the sideline that you can kind of tip to the sideline, as it were. Same thing down to Tom Baum here. So sideline to sideline. I threw that one quite a bit behind because he almost got past the defensive back. So you got to watch the speed at which the defensive back steps back. Okay, so both of these cases, Tom Baum and Oaken Shield, if they blow by their defensive back that's on them, you can throw them open, which means I want to throw it about to where their cutoff is, maybe a little beyond, and they'll run under the ball, and you can turn it into more of a go route rather than the comeback or the in route. So we're going to see if either of them are going to blow by. No. So it's just going to be a standard. If he can make him miss, he's got a chance. I thought I had that timed well enough that I was going to get up above him. So Oak's got a really good route here. I'm going to watch that left outside linebacker, the top of the screen. And if he goes up, then I might go down to Tom Bombadil instead. No, he's not. So I'm just going to do this. Oh, he gets tackled in anyway. So Oaken Shield made me look better than I should have. He made a guy miss to score. There's no question, and if you watched my old videos, I favor Oaken Shield considerably. Tom Bombadil had he's had a number of jump tips, a few other things where. Come on, please hold him. Sorry, distracted. Oh, I'm obviously distracted. So we got the ball on a punt. I wasn't paying attention close enough. Anyway. Oaken Shield is more reliable on receptions, even though his attributes don't show that. He's just proven over the years to be a more reliable reception. oftentimes than Tom Bombadil. But Tom Bombadil seems to have more speed and getaway and the ability to, even though his stamina should be less or equal, he seems to have better stamina than Oak. So they both got their advantages in a tight situation. When in doubt, Oaken Shield. So here we go. If I can throw Oaken Shield open, I will. Not going to happen. It's going to be to the tight end. Oh, no. Oak got it. Oh, my goodness. And look at him. Oh, I thought I had... What? Oak, you stinking beast. If they catch you, I will actually be extraordinarily upset. And they're going to. How is this possible? He had 50 yards on him. How did they catch up to him? That was a sweet play, though. That was absolutely a sweet play. You're watching Oak at his best. He might not outleg you, but he will outsmart you every time. Oh, that was sweet. I can't believe they caught him. It's just the second quarter. That was still first quarter. Nice. We're giving up field goals, which it's taking up a lot of time, but it's better than the touchdowns. Come on, get by. Yes. So I didn't really talk through it. He's going to jump. Ah, that's my bad. Nice. Come on, Tom Bomb. He's got fairly decent stamina, Tom does. Even though he's 2 years older, for some reason I feel like he doesn't lose steam quite as fast as Oak does these days, but got caught from behind anyway, all the same. So again, Tom Bomb might get by here. If not, I'm going to go to the top of the stream to Oak. Yep, he's going to. So there you go. You just watch that defensive back, and if the defensive back backpedals at a slow rate that you know you can get by, it's going to be a deep ball opportunity. You just really have to watch that. Nice. Oaken Shield gets tangled up and still gets away. Those 2-point conversions are critical. I won the Elite League on a 2-point conversion, so that's how critical they can be. Oh, man. Stop them. At least they didn't score. Man. They moved the ball down the field really quickly, though. Mary misses a tackle. Not likely. Short of the first. Missed a really long field goal. All right. I don't think Oak will get by, but that's where I'm going to look first. And then it'll probably turn into a back shoulder throw. Yep. So we'll go here. Hopefully he can get up and by. Get down below. Out of bounds. Simple. 20-yarder. Same to Tom Bomb. We're going to do that up here. Wait for him to make a small cut. Then go up. I could have gone down and stayed in bounds, maybe got a few more yards. Smart play is just get out of bounds because I know I saved my time, my clock that way. Is Oak going to get by? No, he's not. But we can do our standard little 10-plus yard play there. Oak could get by here. I feel like he will. Otherwise, it's going to Tom Bomb. Yep, here goes Oak. Nice and easy over the top. When it looks like everybody's on the line and there's a blitz, it's often that the wide receiver gets by, but you have to make your throw a little bit quicker than you'd like to on, than a deep route for the reason that you're not likely to have very much time before you're sacked. So when everybody's on the line like that, you make a quicker decision, but it often pays off as your wide receiver blows by your defensive back. Throwing the ball incomplete, that's a good 3 and out. Am I right? We haven't seen a turnover yet. With those defensive backs back as far as they are, I'm calling an audible hoping for a go route, and now they've changed. So even though this is blitz formation, I'm not comfortable, or it doesn't feel likely that I'm going to blow by either the defensive backs here. But we're going to watch for it. Yeah, I didn't think so because they were up or back a little bit. If they're right up on the line, they're likely to backpedal a little faster. I think this is going to be a virtually identical play to that last one. We're going to see if Oak gets by. He's not going to. Oh, that was almost good, but not, because I could have had a block from the tight end that was up there. Tom Bomb could have kept running. I was throwing that a little higher to keep it away from the tight end, and it turned out he had to dive for it. We'll let Oak get to them. Oh! Third quarter, he's going to be way slower. You've got to keep that in mind, and I didn't. So let's watch this one. They're blitzing, so I got to make a quick decision. Not a great throw. Make him miss, Oak. It's going to try to get out of bounds there, but couldn't get down far enough. So we're going to do just a back shoulder to Tom Bomb. Moving on. Get out. Okay, didn't get out of bounds. That defensive back was quick. I'd like to get Oaken Shield in on this play, but I'm going to need some blocks. He's just going to break all the tackles needed. He's just a stud. He's just a stud. So it's not going to be long till he's at the 900 touchdown mark. And if I play these cards right and have a great season, there is a very far outside chance, but there is an outside chance that staying healthy and having the stellar season that I would love to have for him, Oaken Shield could potentially get, if he has his best touchdown season of his career, he could potentially get that unreal 1,000 career touchdowns this season. Very unlikely. It's a hugely lofty goal. But doing what he does, there's a chance. And we'd be lying to you as an organization if it wasn't on his radar. Because he sets goals that average humans wouldn't even consider. Like that one. Good job, Oak. Good job making 6-yard touchdowns look... making him look epic, I guess you'd say. So I'm hopeful to get the ball back here, as long as the defense can get me the ball back. An interception. Don't know who it was. There you go. I was going to try to do what I call the Braxton Miller, put the brakes on, and then go right back up the screen to the middle. And sometimes you can get lucky enough. Oh, just couldn't tiptoe. You can get lucky enough that he works his way in a couple of missed tackles and runs off. After doing, you put on the brakes, let him dive by you, go up the screen maybe, and take off. So hopefully that's the end of the game right there. 21 seconds is not enough time typically for the computer to get down the screen for the defense. Or excuse me, yeah. Perfect. Well, how about that? I've got Micro Ents just walked in the room with me.
Hello.
So we just won 2 games in a row, big time. Oaken Shield's been really playing well, which isn't anything new, is it? He always does that. So 64-6. Now we have played 2 really cupcake teams. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Had a great game. He's well decorated, isn't he?
Is he?
So we had 272 yards and 7 big old touchdowns. So here we go. We got one more to play before the deadline. The Punters, who are a far better team. They're 2-0 here in the East with me. Let's go. Oh, look at Faramir, a man of the people, helping out where he can, making life better for those that he can. All right. We're playing a 2.5-star offense, a good defense, so it's going to require discipline on my part. Let's go. Let's see how the new defense plays. So I'm not going to, just again, for anybody new watching, a good defense like this is going to give you very limited to no, possibly no long balls in any game. It's possible. So just bear that in mind and play accordingly. So I'm just going to play very wisely here. Take what you can. Oh, look at Tom Bomb. Breaks down. I was a little tardy. I should have done it a split second sooner. Now here we go. Tom Bombadil, if the linebackers do not blitz, he could have a chance for the long pass. If not, it's going to Oaken Shield. We got a linebacker blitz. So, again, I'm going to play smart this year, not forcing anything I don't really need to force. Oh, yeah. Tom Bomb, come on. Couldn't get above him. Should be a fairly easy touchdown to Oaken Shield here. They were playing back on me, so a good start. So we're trying to one of my early goals that I set in season like 1 or 2, you know, going back 12 seasons now. I like to score my first touchdown within that first minute, and I like to get to 32 points. In other words, 2 touchdowns per quarter. That's the objective. It's definitely not always met, but that's the objective. That's the goal I put in front of myself. So we got our first score within that first minute. I'm happy about that. Running the ball. Did you see that? They moved the ball by running it. Well, they went for the pass, and they succeeded there too. But an incomplete pass at the goal line holds them to a field goal. That's good. That's great. Okay. Tom Bombadil, unless that outside linebacker goes up with him. He's not. So I kind of like my odds up here. I might even take it down to the middle of the field. Oh, if he could have broken that last tackle, could still be running.
Wow.
Got that extra block. Oh, he got them both to miss. Tom Bomb did, but must have stepped out of bounds. Okay, you have to burn him, Oak. You're gonna have to burn him. Oh, got pushed out of bounds. Right?
That one.
Oh, wrong way. We're going to Oaken Shield on this one.
That one.
You think so? All right, let's see.
I don't say the down. I didn't say the
Which one?
The top one.
I misunderstood. Well, Oaken Shield got the touchdown.
That one.
Okay, we'll throw it to him. Tom Bomb? See the TB? That stands for Tom Bombadil. What's Tom Bomb? Badil. Whoa, did you see him dive to catch it? He got it.
Tom Bomb.
All right, we got our 2 scores in the first quarter. That's the aim. All right, let's hold them. They ran it on the ground, and we're short. Do I give credit to my linebackers there? Man, I would love for this to be a long ball. I just don't. It just isn't going to happen against a great defense. Nope, see? They're going to be with me stride for stride. And that linebacker came back. I should have been looking down to Tom Bombadil on that play, I believe. I might look back at that and wish I had. We've got mini and micro ents, Tom Bomb. Oh, gotcha. Micro is going to have to exit the room. They have a few things to do. Can you say bye? They're being summoned. I just heard, do you want to get your nails painted? So that's what the summons was for. Oh, I should have been down to Tom Bomb. Well, or Oaken Shield with 4. Against a cover 4. Made him look a little foolish. All right, so here we go. Oaken Shield's probably going to blow right by, which is unusual against this. But I want these 2-point conversions so bad. Yeah, I'm going to do that because I feel more comfortable with this play. And the audibles will reset at the end of the second quarter. So it seems like I just burned one. I kind of did. Hopefully I don't need them later, but it guaranteed nice. It gave me a play that I felt more comfortable to earn that 2-point conversion from. I was just more comfortable with that play than that blitz where everybody was up on me. So Tom Bomb has a chance to get by here. This feels like a potential blow by. Yes. Don't jump. Ugh! Tom. Dude. Oh, well. Ooh, you've got a serious linebacker blitz coming. If I can get him to miss. Oh. I was hoping that my juke to the top of the screen would help him miss. Now, this is a Tom Bombadil touchdown if the linebackers do not come, which they don't. The play's developing very slowly. Can he do it? He hauls it in. Yes. Okay. So a refresher on that if you look back or if you remember it. The linebackers didn't blitz, gave me time. But more importantly, I saw the defensive backs on either of my wide receivers were set back, and you could see they were backpedaling slowly, which meant as long as I had time, the linebackers didn't blitz, so I had that time. I can wait for that play to develop, and my wide receiver is always going to get by on that throw. I like for it to be a go route because you don't have to deal with the safeties as much, but he got by the safeties there. So there's your breakdown on the why of that last play. I'm going to give away a secret. I think I heard some people saying that their 2-point conversions, they're not necessarily great at them. Was it punters, surprisingly, on the podcast? Wow. That huge throw almost went in. That was scary. That was really scary. But for a 2-point conversion, nice. Held him to another field goal. When I get down there, I'll try to remember to make mention what I believe is a virtual guarantee of every 2-point conversion or close to it. I obviously missed some, but I feel like Tom Bombadil's route's a little bit better. If that middle or outside linebacker goes straight up to him, I'll go back down to Oak. Oh, he did. So I'm going back down to Oak, and I'm going to try to get out of bounds here. So he delayed, which almost made me make a bad pass there. It was a delayed reaction. So if Tom Bomb gets by, great. If not, it's a back shoulder throw. And he's one-on-one. So make him miss. But he didn't. So that's what you're hoping for there. He got enough yards that even though I didn't get out of bounds, I feel like it's an okay play. Again, would rather get out of bounds, but you can't score a touchdown on every play. Man, I'm having a hard time getting out of bounds. Same thing going up to Tom Bombadil. We're going to get our attempt at 10 or so yards. If they miss, great. Didn't get out of bounds. And now we should be open for Oaken Shield down here. I don't like that play. Tom Bombadil might get over, but I'm not going there. So now I've got the defensive back. He's going to follow Oaken Shield, back shoulder throw to Oaken Shield for a fairly standard touchdown here. All right, 2-point conversion. All you typically have to do is put your cursor or your line, your throwing line, your guideline from your quarterback to the pylon, essentially, just inside the pylon, meaning toward the end zone side of the pylon, and release within the first second, and you're going to score that 2-point conversion. The only time that doesn't work and you need to be closer to the pylon on your throw is if they're in that blitzing type formation and they're playing like a bump coverage, and your wide receiver is going to get by a little early, in which case you can throw over the top. Or, like I did earlier, call an audible, get to one you're more comfortable with where there is a little bit of a cushion there between the defensive back and the wide receiver. So I like what I'm seeing out of this defense, and it's too bad Tom Bombadil doesn't have a go route there. This O coordinator, really missing a chance here. Because if I score quickly, I could potentially get the ball back. Nothing better there. So I'm just going to go with this rather than burn all of my... I wanted one more swipe out of bounds. Man. So we're going to let Tom Bomb get pretty deep on this. I should have a lot of time. And then get out of bounds. So we turned that into a 16-yarder. That's really solid. Because I didn't have a blitz coming. So I had that luxury of waiting a little bit longer. Probably could have waited a second to do what I did there. Oak might get open here because they're on a tight, very tight bumping. Yep, here we go. So if I do this right, Oak should just jog into the end zone. So we still got 2:14 left. If my defense continues to play like they have been, again, here's the throw. Just aim it up to the pylon. Let go. How did that miss? How did that miss? That's a... It's on me. All right. Let's put one more score in there. Here, let me show you how to never miss a 2-point conversion while missing a 2-point conversion. Okay, I should have stayed in bounds. I'm looking at the clock now, realizing I'm not going to get the ball back again. So here we go. We're going to waste a little bit of clock. Always dive with a no-namer. Do not let them have a chance to tackle you. There is a solid chance you will fumble the ball. So I'm just going to try to stay in bounds here. Should have dove there. Dived? Is it dove or dived? Is there an English major out there, or just somebody smarter than me that knows the answer to that question? So there, grab the ball, doved, dive, and let the clock run. Clock management here, 101. And we want to use as many downs as we can here. So now on a 3rd and 6-ish, 3rd and 5, shouldn't be a problem. Oaken Shield down here. Get the first, get down. We're under 30 seconds now, so I'm done using up clock. Maybe 2 more throws here between Tom, now down to Oak. And we'll call that, hopefully call that the game. He made it interesting anyway, didn't he? So this is disappointing. Should have been another 50-pointer, but somehow I missed that 2-point conversion. Just overthrew it, apparently. And it was late in the game, so the fatigue factor. But 48 is still a really good. So that's a tremendous first 3 games. I'm very happy. That was against a very solid defense and an okay offense. This defense is proving to me that, at least for right now, I feel like I've made the right choice. And look at that, Took, who we re-signed, was on point today. So this is a chance to give my defensive coordinator, Leidke, give him some praise and get him up from that moderate anger to moderate grin. Oak with 6 more touchdowns. Faramir with a grand 7 touchdowns on 436. Still no interceptions. Still no sacks. We're playing well here. And you can see here, look at the linebackers. Look at the defensive backs. 11-11, 10-10. That's great production. It goes to show how important it is to have only quality players, even if there's fewer, rather than a couple than a lot of just average players. So there you go. I am really pleased with that. That is a stellar start to season 13. Look at this. Oh, the yellow's ugly. Let's get out of here. No, let's get the green. Come on. Give me green. There we go. So 156 PD after the first 3 games. And what a great start. And we're playing with a little bit lesser team as far as quantity, but the quality is all there here with these marching ants. So this was a really long video. For those of you that watch my videos regularly, I earnestly, honestly apologize if this is boring, but I feel like I might be making my rounds back to somewhat educational videos, breaking down the defenses as I know how. If anybody has any tips, seriously would be eager to hear what I'm doing differently than you do if you're finding better success with something. Interested in finding out and us all growing a little bit more talented and better at this game together. So that is it from here. We're going to keep on marching. You keep marching. Until then, peace.